Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. It's been a while. I'm back. It's Monday, February 24th. And step 6, it's a Libra day in Pisces. How are you guys doing? And I miss you guys. Very happy to be here, to come back to the live in the morning. But how's your energy? I'm definitely have a jet lag, but it's getting better. Yeah. How you guys feeling? How's your energy today in this Pisces season? I would say I'm doing better because I remember as I'm following astrology and I know when that energy comes back. And last year, Pisces, I was having a hard time and facing my shadows and all of stay up all. Hi Lee, good morning. Yes, great to see you. Yeah, I went to bed probably like 2 a.m. and I was able to wake up to do the live. It was definitely hard to wake up, but I was very happy. So let's just I would like to ground myself. I have psychic protection and prosperity oil from Essential Oil Wizardry. It is an organic oil. I'm just gonna put that in and to cleanse myself. And I'm feeling a little bit of eye, like it's inflammation under my right eye. And so I actually put, I'm feeling it in my eyes, but I put the violet chill. Okay, I definitely feel it. I put the essential oils and now in my eye. Night doing qigong all night and maneuvers in between moves. Wonderful energy today. Oh, that's amazing. What made you come home? Well, I mean, it was supposed to be less than like about 20 days visiting my family and attending my brother's wedding. So I'm back. Yeah. So psychic protection, I just put that in and create some heat. So whether you have essential oils or not, this is a good practice actually to rub your hands and clap your hands and cleanse yourself because it's everything is frequency. And yeah, as so I was speaking Japanese quite a bit. So I got to practice. My parents said, my family said my Japanese got really funny sometimes. The phrases I use and sometimes the word came out and it's Japanese, but there are a lot of phrases that I don't, people don't even use and I would use and it's funny. It came out really funny, but yeah, I'm embracing it. And I noticed that when I speak Japanese, because every word follow every sound followed by vowels, and it's just like super grounding. Maybe just because it's my mother tongue, but at the same time, the language itself takes and uses so many like cushion words, honorable words to describe and convey messages. And it just takes a lot more time compared to English. And so when it comes to English, I feel like I can simplify and everything is simplified, right? Like compared to maybe other Latin languages or German languages that kind of birth English. And but my essential oils in my eye. Yeah, oil. I just use this psychic protection oil. Where is it? Oh my God, I'm crying. I'm crying. Yeah. And then before live, I put this violet chill and it's supposedly good for any inflammations and skin issues. And I know it's under my eyes. And I put that in before I went to bed last night, but I just put a lot more. So I definitely felt it in my eye. I watched you doing fashion maneuvers in Japanese. First time I've heard Japanese. Oh, what's your language? Yeah, Japanese are really you know, we're famous for anime and we have lots of different stuff, but definitely it's a language and I think it's also connected to ancient language. And I think there's a lot of I'm crying. There's a lot of intentions and unspoken language behind the words. Yeah, it's something like lavender good for, yeah, anything. I love lavender. I actually put lavender and rosemary on my skin every morning, and when I wash my face. Yeah, and I would like to put prosperity, and that's a great for throat chakra to speak your truth, and yeah, just to feel more confident. So that's oils for my eyes. I'm literally crying. Ah, but it's okay. That's the energy. You speak English only? Yeah. Hmm. That's good. Growing up, I loved English so much that I just wanted to live abroad. And here I am. I am in Canada, manifesting my childhood dream. So, yeah, I put that on my throat and my solar plexus chakra. Yeah, I'm going to order oils from Oil Wizardry. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, make sure you put the discount code Human Garage, and also you may or may not get charged for customs. So which is sad for anyone who lives in Canada, but it's worth it. And yeah, it's worth it, and I hope you don't get charged. Those custom thing is not, if you're lucky you don't get charged, but if you normally you get charged. My major professor spoke Japanese only. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, where are you located? Yeah, I know Japan is just like we don't have a lot of children, and I think there are so many reasons to that. But when I went back to Japan, everyone is so stressed, and it just that became normal. People love to watch TV, including my parents. And oh, you're in Calgary, you're Canadian. And yeah, it's like it's so easy to it's such a place where um people follow what's trendy and they don't question, and people see good in everything and just hope that everybody acts and behave in a way that is good for the society. And so if somebody does bad thing and people just cancel people and people behave and take action, they always thinking about what others are thinking about them, so good and bad. But overall is people, there are tons of people with good heart, but they're not disciplined or programmed to think for themselves a lot. So they just tend to believe what they see on TV, and they just, yeah, it's an interesting mindset and attitude that I grew up in, and I never felt feeling fit in. that's that's probably one of the reasons I left Canada. I left Japan for Canada, but I'm very grateful, and I saw a lot of growth in me, and there was a lot of contrast that I felt, and what I'm learning and how I live my life hopefully inspire others. But I'm not just doing things to inspire others, I'm just doing things to live my life. And as a result, if I'm able to shed some light on some people, some issues, and I'm very grateful. Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling tension and eyes on my right eye. So if I'm crying, that's the reason. So I just grounded myself, and I'm very happy to be here. So let's just read what the energy, what Spirit Show has to say on this. Step 6, Pisces. It's a Libra day. I receive. So combining that I receive, Libra, balance energy meet this relationship energy meets Pisces. What's going to happen? So step 6, I receive energy rules today, making today a day to rest, open up, and take inventory of the past few days. Where can you feel safe to open up? Start there. Venus in Aries slowing down suggests manifesting a new character may go through a rewrite, but help is on the way as a moon in Capricorn opposite Mars suggests new structures have some muscle. Decide the story has no limit by feeling safe to open and watch the options emerge. Yeah. I think it's like, especially on this Pisces season, I noticed that I am better and better at just surrendering and not overthinking and not worrying about it. And yeah, it's like if you're so programmed and coming from a society like Japan, I understand why I became such a warrior. Not a warrior, but warrior. And that became my full-time job, being worried about something. And because maybe somehow in society we thought that when we worry about something and we can reverse and prevent something to happen. But I think it's detrimental for your mental health, right? When you constantly worry about something. And we just need to at some point realize that there's not much you can control, and it's time for us to trust and do the things that we want to do. So today, step 6 I receive, it's a ruling state of awareness, making the day a creative, resting, receiving period. This 24-hour period naturally opens your heart to yourself and your world. Because of this organic opening, you may wake up feeling vulnerable, unstable, or feel overly sensitive. Small things may come across as more dramatic, heavy, or serious. You may feel out of balance or as if you could be thrown off your balance. It's a good idea to invest with them before you start your day. Pay attention to your inner self and feelings. Notice what may be throwing you off balance and apply or remove inner pressure to restore your balance. So for instance, if thinking about your future throw you off balance, then stop thinking about the future for now. Do whatever it takes to bring yourself into an inner state of serenity. Search for happy thoughts. Once balanced, you will be in a state. Once balanced, you'll be in a state that can weigh and balance issues you may hold with yourself, particularly karmic issues. So what is your karmic issues? The openness of the energy may allow subconscious feelings of your own history to rise to the surface for release. You may, for instance, remember a time where you were incredibly unfair to yourself in favor of someone else's needs. Such an example is an opportunity to forgive yourself for the mistake and restore balance to your relationship to yourself. In this way, you have cleared karma with yourself. So once you acknowledge what you have done to yourself, what you have done to others, and then just forgive yourself. And it seems super easy, but I think at the end of it, I believe that you can reverse or cut any ties or cut any karmic issues by choosing to love yourself and choosing to accept yourself for exactly who you are, who you've been, and then just forgive yourself all the way and just know that it's, you just know that you're going to love yourself. Doing 40 days past life with Serious Joy. Oh, that is great. I am doing it too. Today is step 6 day. And I am doing this for the second time. And I noticed, I believe that all the questions that I need to answer in the program is the same, but the way I feel and answer to questions are definitely different, slightly different, because I definitely reverse some of the karma, some of the hurts that I felt growing up through, like growing up among and, by and raised by my parents, and some of the hurts that I felt are no longer relevant to me. That's when I know I healed some of my past life issues and some of my childhood trauma. So, and I got to express some of that to my mom. And so when I went back to Japan, she shared how she felt, and she basically apologized to me that, she never she never meant to hurt me in a way. And but I told her to forgive herself, and it's all good. But it's definitely a moment that, you know, we could have done things better, and I could have done things better. I better had, you know, I wish I had better boundaries for myself too. And because, you know, as this says, I think when you are a child and when you doesn't have a lot of choices, then you just have to go with what your parents said and or what people said, and because you think that's the right thing to do, especially in a society growing up in a country like Japan. But yeah, just to, but I know that, you know, I've done a lot of shadow work, but I also share how I felt with my parents. And I think whatever I had to go through, whatever people had to go through, whatever my parents had to go through, are exactly are exactly the thing that we had to go through to prepare for prepare ourselves for what to come next. So it doesn't matter whatever happens, what's gonna happen next, what is what matters, right? Yeah, when you go to unite the light, maybe not this time, I just travel, but and I feel like I'm focused on a lot of things, and I do invest a lot of time talking and thinking about astrology. But definitely, yeah, definitely, maybe some other time. Are you going, Lee? Yeah, so in a larger scope, today is an opportunity to accept and understand other truth about your relationship to yourself. You may come to understand a greater, longer term injustice you have served yourself. The realization and insight you receive today may very well end an era of how you relate to yourself and begin a new one of healing and prosperity. This one, I think I'm still integrating of, you know, all the learning that I have, and I've been speaking the importance of integration and digestion of our learning. And that's exactly what life is all about. Because when you're just learning, studying, and take, and if you don't give ourselves time to integrate or digest the food that you just ate, you never got to actually finish the learning. And this integration and digestion are the last stage of digestion. And so this is how you embody anything that you're taking to your body, to your soul. And yeah, so I'm still like, you know, I felt a lot of contrast going back to Japan, noticed the little things, and no longer exist because I grew so much. But also coming back to Canada, I noticed some of the things that I was doing and pushing through, but it was not necessarily fair or healthy for myself. So I am just going to be more kind to myself. And when I find myself having blur boundaries about things, like I have a Capricorn in me that I like to push things and push and forget to rest. But I notice that rest is when it's the last stage of this integration. When I'm without the proper rest, I will never able to I will never able to embody the thing that I really want to learn. So yeah, it's just that for me, it's a balance of masculine and feminine, and what it's like to really tap into my feminine. It was part of it is to connect with my mother's side and know that I am also this, but I am also this masculine side and feminine side. I'm also talking about family line and bloodline. And yeah, it's just a lot of things that my mom kept saying, but I never, it was one of my blind spots, noticing and acknowledging my mom's family. And this time they were really gravitated towards me too. So I just know that it meant something. I meant to really heal my feminine side, my mother's side. And I know that my mom was sending me certain vibrations and frequency, but she didn't do that to hurt me. She was just she was also the victim in a sense because she didn't know how. But she definitely lives a different life, and compared to my female ancestors who didn't have a lot of choice. So, if you are unconscious and unaware, then we just receive those frequency from ancestors. Maybe not, they don't mean to hurt me either, right? But this awareness of having that frequency, by acknowledging and connected with the energy, even though it's a shadow, but exactly that's what we need to pay attention, our shadow side, and connecting and integrating our light and shadow, and mush everything together. That is literally an integration. And so, yeah, hi Maria, welcome back. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, so many emojis. So, um, in each of your stories today, open up and accept the changes that needs to occur with your relationship to yourself. Restore balance and harmony with yourself in that sector of your conscious awareness. Today, you are in a place to accept and receive the truth about your health and body. Now is the time to restore fairness and balance to your daily health. Open up to more loving ways of treating your body in the moment today. Notice how it feels. Even though, maybe we think that we take care of our body, but there are maybe some areas that we, again, it's a blind spot that we never know existed. And as we unwind and becoming more of who we are, we just started to notice those little moments, right? And I definitely feel that. And I want to be kind to myself, and I want to elevate myself by taking care of my body. Yeah. And my mind, right? You're opening up to new ways of trusting yourself in the long term. You will uncover the areas where you overprotect, and also the areas you fail to protect. You will come to understand where you must yield to your heart's belief of what to trust instead of winging it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Without winging it, you just have to trust. I mean, winging it comes very strong once you started to, okay, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. But behind all of this, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. You want to have this sense of trust, sense of security, sense of safety, that you are forever guided and protected by the universe or God. And I've started to use the word God more because I definitely feel the need to connect with that inner goddess, inner God, and inner peace on a deeper level. And so, yeah, I'm starting to call in, use the word, and without adding distorted definition of, what our past religions or family religions or our society teach us. But yeah, it's time for us to really connect inside, because action is action, right? But if you don't take the right action based on the heart in the moment, because life is about decision making in the moment and moment by moment, and that truth, probably the action changes, whether that action is good or bad. But if you take that action in a moment based on your heart, I feel like that will lead to where you want to be, where you want to go always. So trust and establish the connection with your heart and inner God, goddess. That's all that matters. Today's goal is to open and accept the truth for what it is, then identify ways to heal your relationship to yourself, relationship to self. You may have issues with relationship to others that comes up today. If this is the case, recognize that today's learning involves how you treat yourself when you are in a relationship. Although you may make stride in your relationship to others, the spiritual opportunities is changing how you relate to yourself while in relationships. No matter what unfolds, today is an opportunity for harmony, balance, and new beginning. Yeah, powerful. Enjoy your day. I am open to healing my me marriage. So again, at the end of it, we are the only people that are in this world. Even though we're connected, we're seeing our own mirror in other people. And when we get the opportunity, hence when we get triggered, we need to really look inside of ourselves instead of attacking others. And don't take anything serious, don't take anything personal when somebody says something, because that it is revealing what they have in them. So if you understand this truth more and more, and you really have to think before you speak up. Yeah. I'm talking to myself. Yes. Okay, so I picked this card, and from the card shine, and the card that I picked is exactly the same as the cover. It's a beautiful card, and it says, embrace your inner divine goddess. Yeah, it's goddess. Embrace your inner divine goddess, or inner god, or you think of feminine energy we all have. Okay, let me read. Let your hair down, open your heart wide, and embrace your inner divine goddess. There's a place within the center of your heart that you may have buried deep. She's gentle yet fierce. She's elegant yet fiery. She's loving but takes no shit. She's your inner divine goddess that can't be shaken. We all have two life force energy that are constantly seeking balance, masculine yang and feminine yin. Feminine energy is about being, not doing, flowing, not forcing, and receiving instead of always being the giver. When you pull this card, it's time to you tap back into your natural confidence, get your creative juices flowing, indulge all your senses, and embrace your sexual side. Practice radical self-care by creating a sacred space to connect to your body's wisdom through pleasure and touch. Spend time in nature, appreciate the beauty in all things, and express your creativity in ways that makes you come alive. I demonstrate my power by trusting my intuition, speaking my truth, expressing my unique self, and not giving a shit what others think about me. Yeah, this is powerful. Let me read again. I demonstrate my power by trusting my intuition, speaking my truth, expressing my unique self, and not giving a shit about what other people think about me. Yeah. Well, this is the hard one. And I definitely felt why, because where I grew up with, but I don't associate myself so much because I noticed I was always a rebel, and I was always different. And people who ever have, people who have Aquarius somewhere in your chart, I think you are meant to innovate. And so there's a part of you that don't fit in, and you think differently, and people see you very differently. And I have Aquarius moon in moon, and I recognize that my view is so different, and because it's different, it's good. So it's all about embracing yourself for being different, being this way, being that, and just know that, we're all here for a greater purpose. At the end of it, it's all about loving yourself and accepting yourself for exactly who you are, and forgiving yourself when something comes up. And when something doesn't flow in your relationship, especially today is a relationship day, just going back to your heart and trust that everything is still working in your favor. And that's really hard when you get triggered, right? It's like, what did I do wrong? And it's like, okay, this relationship's so important to me, but I think I'm slowly coming to a point, because I practice and because I face my shadow, and I'm still ongoing, but it's definitely getting better and better at letting go, surrendering, and just like whatever comes. But I know that I still take action on it. But I'm also have my own issue. Everyone's working through things, and I am learning to have better boundaries for myself, and maybe loosen up some area that over I've been over protecting, but maybe relax on the area where I have too tight overprotective boundaries, but maybe tighten the area where I have loose boundaries. So this is how you get to love yourself, sort of like going through your relationship issues and relationship boundaries around relationship today. And connecting with the Pisces energy is super powerful because it's all about intuitions. We are definitely, whether you're aware or not, we're tapping into this intuitive energy all day long in this 30 days of Pisces. So when you really dig deeper into that, you may remember one or two past lives events, which happened to me. When I was in Japan, I took a nap because I had a jet lag, and I had this weirdest dream where I cannot really describe, but somehow it was message, and the theme was somehow I reversed that past life karma of being killed by my father figure, and so that it won't happen in this life. And so if you have the fear of being punished or, being something, right, in the past life, and if you carry that energy into this life, into childhood, maybe you just have this irrational fear of something that you cannot describe, and that's really affects how you live your life. But because I had this dream that it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about this in this past life of being killed by somebody that is important. So that took away some of the fear. Also, yeah, so that was huge. It was just a dream, but it hit differently. And then it's like, oh, wow, and I connected with the feminine side, my mother's side, and also the land of Japan, because Mother Earth is the feminine energy, right? The heaven and the air is the masculine energy. I feel like my upper body is the masculine and my lower parts of the body is the feminine. So as my right side is masculine and my left side is the feminine. So thinking about all those things, connecting once again deeper with the Mother Earth. And I feel like, yeah, I sometimes forget to go back and see where I came from, but this is where my power is. This is where my final step of integration, connecting with my family roots. So yeah, I try to go back more often. Yeah, so that concludes the live today. I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, evening. But before we go, let's finish with integration. So if you want to join me, please do so. Let's rub our hands to set the powerful intention for the day and create some heat. I would love to go back to live every day, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna be teaching K-pop at a school, so I won't be able to go on live for 2 days, but I'll be back on Thursday. So let's clap our hands, set some powerful intentions, and just really establishing the sense of safety. It's okay to fully be who you are, and it's easy to be who you are. It's safe to be who you are. Just embracing all parts of yourself and feeling this healing energy inside of us, that all around us, all inside of us, that we all have. Okay, let's place your right hand on your heart, left hand on the top of your head. Energy circulate through your heart and the brain. Let's ground ourselves to start your day or end your day. Breathe through your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello, brain. Hello, ego. Hello, mind. Hello, body. Thank you for all your hard work. Please continue to work smart and efficiently. Relax more and trust your heart. I appreciate all your work. Hello, heart. You are in charge. I trust you. I love you. I follow you. I love myself. I accept myself exactly who I am. I forgive all my past mistakes. I forgive myself. I am safe. I am protected. I am secure. I am enough. I am worthy. I trust. I receive. I am good enough for anything, so I never have to worry about it. I'm so worthy. It's my birthright to be worthy and provided. I really trust this birthright. I'm worthy of receiving the best version of everything in life. My body, my ego, my mind, my brain work with my intention, my soul's mission. I'm worthy of receiving the best version of everyone I interact with. I trust myself. It's easy for me to trust. It's easy for me to receive. I give myself full permission to receive. I am abundant. I have skill to share. I follow my heart. I follow my intuition. Today is a great day. Only good things come my way. I take in my body. It's easy to move my body. It's easy for me to find joy in everything. I appreciate myself, appreciate my body. Gratitude is the right attitude. I'm always with my inner peace. I take action with ease. I love myself, accept myself. Okay. Wow, that was good. How are you guys feeling? Hope I'm sending you guys so much love as usual. I'm going back to my routine. I'm still have jet lag. I probably have a nap. But yeah, we're moving forward, and let's really embrace this learning and take one day at a time. And thank you guys for being here. I'll be posting this recording, and I'm so grateful. I don't know, I just feel so grateful. And I understand that feeling gratitude, like feeling grateful, is where we get to live in the center rather than being shameful or guilt or jealousy, all of this polarity, polar thoughts and feelings. Stay in the middle. Inner peace, my inner peace is that solid one, and my loving myself and accepting myself, forgiving myself, and trusting myself is my center, and that's my boundaries, and that's my core. So really establish and embrace the core, because when you have the solid center, you are not gonna be swayed by anything that's happening outside, right? And one thing I want to share before I go, as I was reading Serious Joy, and my trigger, I definitely have a little trigger around finance and money. And I have a bit of I'm learning to be better at creating abundance. But investing money into your future is an investment, but also buying good quality food and sharing the money with someone I love is the self-love too. And I want to spend money with joy. That's how I felt. As soon as I came back to Canada, and then everything is so expensive. Japan is, going to Japan is expensive, but, just living in Japan, it's not as bad as Canada, because I feel like the Canada is getting way more expensive. Like when you just buy food, it's like, okay, $40, $60. And it's like, I just like can't remember the day when I was working with minimum wage, and it's like I can only imagine what people are going through when you work at a minimum rate, right? But it's just that, you know, I had this anxiety of like, oh my God, I don't want to spend money. But then at the same time, I believe in the flow of money. It's like whatever goes out, it will come back, right? And so I want to be able to spend money with joy, and I don't want to feel bad about spending money for something that I love and I want. So I'll think about that. I think about that trigger. And instead of reacting, acknowledge and become an observer of that trigger. And it's like, okay, thank you, trigger, for showing me to be more confident. I can create abundance, and I'm always gonna have anything that I need are always gonna be provided. So that being said, I just add the extra, sending you guys so much love and come on hard. Thank you, and see you soon and on Thursday. Okay, bye.